Hello friends, we are with the same module 3 new topic, that is knocking and its mechanism. So in this session we will be discussing about the knocking, what is knocking, definition of knocking and the mechanism of knocking. So what is knocking? What do you mean by knock? Knock. When we knock, it creates sound, right? Okay, exactly. It's a sound, creation of a sound, but it's a unbearable sound. Okay, in the IC engines. Okay, so before that, we should know some basic things, dear friends. Okay, that is in here we are discussing about the knocking in the IC engine, that is internal combustion engine. Okay, you should have studied about the compression ratio. It is there in the 10th standard. Okay, 10th standard it is there. You should have studied about the engine, right? IC engine, there it is given. Let us go back there. Okay, what is this compression ratio? Compression ratio is the ratio of the cylinder's volume during the suction stroke to that of the, that is a ratio of the cylinder volume at a compression stroke. You should have seen the diagram, right? Okay, like from one side piston will be there, okay, and from the other side fuel and the air mixture will be entering. When the piston is lifted off, no, the fuel and air mixture enters into the cylinder and it will be compressed by using the piston, okay, and at the same time there will be a supply of the ignition, okay, so the fuel should supposed to get combusted, okay, and it should supposed to give a energy, that is under normal conditions. Okay, let us see what is happening here to cause a noise which is referred to as a knocking. So you know what is compression ratio? No, it is a ratio of the cylinder volume during the suction stroke, sucking the air. Okay, cylinder volume will be more to that of the ratio of the cylinder volume during the compression stroke. Okay, we are compressing the fuel and air mixture by using the piston, right? Okay, that is the compression ratio. As this compression ratio increases, no, the efficiency of the engine also increases. As the compression ratio increases, efficiency of the engine also increases, but only up to the certain extent only. Okay, only up to certain extent. It is not like if the compression ratio is increasing, the efficiency also will be increasing. No, not like that. Only up to the certain limit. Okay, as the compression ratio increases, the efficiency will be increasing. Okay, you know, but beyond a particular compression ratio, what is happening here? No, there will be a creation of the rattling sound or noise. Okay, okay, as a result of a explosive combustion of a fuel and air mixture due to the increasing compression ratio. Here what is happening, you know, friends, when we explain, okay, fuel and air mixture is entered because of some of the impurities present in the fuel, no, because of, we can say generally because of the quality of the fuel, okay, it is not getting combusted. Okay, so we try to start once again. So when the piston goes up, once again fuel and air mixture is entered. Okay, once again we are igniting, it is not burning. Once again when we start, what will happen? If we want to get, you know, the two-wheeler, for example, it is not getting started, means we will be starting, right? Okay, in the same way, okay, what will be happening again and again when we start? The fuel and air mixture will be entering. Okay, that is not combusted. So large volume of the fuel and air mixture is present in the cylinder, right? Okay, at a time when it catches fire, what will happen? It is something like in a very hot tawa, if you put something, what will happen? It will completely become burnt, right? Black color, right? In the same way, the combustion inside the engine is, it is not taking place properly. At a time it caught fire. Okay, the complete combustion of the fuel is not taken place here. Okay, if the complete combustion is taking place, you know, always when the fuel is burning with air or oxygen, the products formed should be carbon dioxide and water. Okay, here as it is not burning properly, it will be giving rise to large amount of other gaseous products. These products formed, no, it will be hitting the engine and the piston. Okay, already temperature, high temperature is there, and because of the products liberated, gaseous products liberated inside the cylinder, there is a pressure is also there. So at high pressure and temperature, when these liberated gases are hitting the walls of the engine and the piston, and they are producing a noise, that is a rattling noise or a unbearable noise, which is referred to as a knocking. Okay, from the beginning, once again I will tell friends, okay, there will be a compression ratio in the IC engines. The compression ratio is nothing but a ratio of the cylinder volume at the suction stroke to that of the compression stroke. As this compression ratio increases, the efficiency also will be increasing up to a certain extent. Okay. If normal combustion is taking place, okay, what happens is the fuel will be burning to give carbon dioxide and water. If in the case of an incomplete combustion, there will be a liberation of a large amount of byproducts. These byproducts formed will be hitting the walls of the engine or the piston at high temperature and pressure, which creates a noise which is referred to as a knocking. Okay, let us study the mechanism in detail, friends. When this question is asked, you have to write this definition first, and then you have to write with the under normal conditions what will happen, and under explosive conditions what will happen. Okay, you have to write with the reactions. So let us see here. Okay, mechanism of knocking. Okay, knocking occurs due to the explosive combustion of the air or fuel mixture. I told you. Okay, under normal conditions what will happen, you know. See the reactions here. Okay, under normal conditions what's it supposed to happen? Okay, the fuel is burning with air or oxygen. Okay, and it is giving an intermediate product. Okay, CH3OOCH3. CH3OOCH3 is a dimethyl peroxide. Okay, it is an unstable compound. Unstable. Okay, it cannot stay for a long time. It will be immediately reacting. You know what is the meaning of unstable, right? Okay, so it will be immediately, once again it will be reacting with the air or oxygen to give a product carbon dioxide and water. Okay, this is under normal conditions. Okay, so under normal conditions what is happening here? The fuel is burning with air or oxygen. Okay, which gives an intermediate compound dimethyl peroxide. This dimethyl peroxide, once again it mixes with air or oxygen to give carbon dioxide and water. This is under normal conditions. Okay, under normal conditions it is not creating any rattling noise. Okay, but under explosive condition what is happening? Under explosive condition what is happening? The fuel is not burned properly. Not burned properly, right? So what is happening? Let us see the reactions here. Okay, see. The dimethyl peroxide formed, okay, the dimethyl peroxide formed, instead of giving carbon dioxide and water, it is giving many of the byproducts. Okay, see dear friends, here you should assume, okay, like generally the formula is written for a fuel C2H6. Okay, it's not only like C2H6 is the formula for a liquid fuel. For example, now we are discussing for a internal combustion engine. Okay, the formula may be different. Okay, it is written only in the general form, and large amounts of many of the byproducts will be releasing. Everything cannot be shown in a equation form. Okay, in some cases no, everything cannot be shown in a equation form. So whatever is possible only that is shown. Okay, actually there will be liberation of some other byproducts also, that you should keep in your mind. Okay, so in the case of explosive combustion what is happening? The fuel is burning with air or oxygen, and it is given the dimethyl peroxide. Okay, but the dimethyl peroxide, instead of giving carbon dioxide and water, it is giving number of other gaseous products. Okay, so what is happening? The dimethyl peroxide, first it gives a acetaldehyde and water, and then in the next step the acetaldehyde formed no, that will be decomposed into formaldehyde, carbon dioxide and hydrogen, and then at the last step the formaldehyde is mixing once again with oxygen or air and will be giving rise to carbon dioxide and water. Okay, and these byproducts formed no, acetaldehyde, formaldehyde and other things, okay, at high temperature and pressure they hit the walls of the engine and piston. Okay, and there it is creating a noise, that is rattling noise or unbearable noise, which is referred to as a knocking. Clear, no? So when it is asked, you must write okay, under normal condition you have to write the two reactions. Okay, these two reactions, and under explosive condition you have to write the remaining three reactions. Okay, then only you will be getting the full marks for this. Okay, so under normal conditions the dimethyl peroxide is directly giving rise to the carbon dioxide and water, and under the explosive condition what is happening? The dimethyl peroxide, instead of forming the carbon dioxide and water, it is giving the byproducts like acetaldehyde and formaldehyde. Okay, so this is about the knocking in the IC engine. So what are all the ill effects of this knocking? The ill effects will be, you know, it reduces the efficiency of the engine. Okay, because of the large amount of the gaseous products are formed, okay, obviously the efficiency is decreased. Okay, as we are keep on starting the vehicle for a long time, as it is not getting started, what happens, it consumes more power, right? It consumes more fuel. Okay, more fuel will be consumed. Okay, you know, because of the rattling, the journey will be become very unpleasant. Okay, because of the rattling noise, okay, it is an unbearable noise. Okay, the journey will be unpleasant, and due to the overheating and hitting, no, I told you inside the engine there is a large amount of the formation of the products. Okay, when they hit the walls of the engine and the piston, what is happening, it is causing a noise as well as it damages the mechanical parts of the engine. So these are all about the ill effects of the knocking. Okay, that is, it decreases the efficiency of the engine, and also it increases the fuel consumption, and next is it damages the mechanical parts of the engine. Okay, and due to the undesirable noise, the journey will become very unpleasant. Okay, so what will be the remedial measure? What's the remedial measure, or how to prevent the knocking? You know, like suitable modification of the engine should be done which uses optimum compression ratio. Okay, you know, like the compression ratio is not same for all the IC engines. It is different for different engines. Okay, suitable engine modification should be done which uses an optimum compression ratio, so that the fuel is completely burning without any formation of the byproducts. Or you know, we can, you know, by adding certain chemical substances, they are referred to as anti-knocking agents. Okay, when these substances are added in a small amounts, no, it will be decreasing the knocking. Okay, if the fuel is having a very good octane rating, no, very good octane rating, it will be having a least tendency to knock. Okay, and you know, by using a high rating gasoline. Okay, high rating gasoline in the sense the fuel which should not contain any of the impurities. Okay, sometimes no, in the fuel, no, many impurities will be present. Okay, nitrogen may be there, sulfur may be there. Okay, all these are considered as impurities in a, you know, oil, that is our petroleum fuel. Okay, if impurities are present, it will be causing the rattling. So we must use a gasoline which is of a high quality. Okay, so by using this we can prevent the knocking up to the certain extent. Okay, with this topic is completed. We will be back with the new topic again. Thank you.